Hello and welcome everyone. This is my design thinking assignment about design thinking approach. Today we are gonna see how this thing works. So let's get started. Let's start with my presentation, mastering design thinking from ideation to iteration. Good afternoon everyone. Thank you for joining today. In this presentation, we will explore design thinking and innovative approach to problem solving that help us create intuitive and delightful user experience. We will dive into the iterative process of design thinking and focus on the role of prototyping in rapidly testing and refining ideas. So this is our today's agenda. First we are gonna discuss about introduction, then five phases of design thinking. Then we will understand the iterative process and prototyping in design thinking. We will explore many other topics. Then in the last we are gonna discuss about conclusions. Myself, Shivan Soni, and I am from BTech CSE SOCS batch 48. So, what exactly is design thinking? At its core, it's human-centralized approach to problem solving that emphasizes empathy, creativity, and iterative testing. It encourages designer and teams to deeply understand the need of users and build solutions that addresses these needs in innovative ways. Design thinking is used to create better products and user experience by focusing on the users at every step. It's not just about the solution, but about understanding the problem from the user's perspective. This is why empathy is so crucial in this process. The five phases of design thinking. Design thinking is broken down into five key phases: empathize, define, ideate, prototype, and test. Let me walk you through each one. The first phase is empathize. This is where the understanding this is where we understand the user and their challenges by putting ourselves in their shoes. Next, we define the problem clearly. This process ensures we address the right issue. Then we move into ideate, where we generate creative solution. The goal is to think broadly and explore different possibilities. The prototype phase involves creating these creating tangible representation of our ideas. This can be simply sketch or digital mockups. Finally, in the test phase, we gather user feedback on the prototypes, which involves which informs further iteration of the solution. Importantly, these phases are iterative. We often go back and forth, refining the improving, refining and improving along the way. Understanding the iterative process. The iterative nature of design thinking is the key to its effectiveness. It's not a linear process. After testing our prototypes, we often return to earlier phases like empathize or ideate to refine our solution. For example, we might discover during testing that users are facing a new pain point we haven't considered. This feedback will send us back to the define or ideate phase to adjust the solution. Iteration helps us continuously improving our design and avoid wasting time on solutions that aren't truly effective. Prototyping and design thinking. Now let's talk about crucial role of prototyping. Prototyping allows us to take our ideas from the abstract to the tangible. This step is essential for testing and refining our concept quickly. A prototype is the lowest cost version of a product. Our service that represents a concept It could be as simple as paper sketch or a clickable digital mockup. The point is not to build perfect product, but to create something that can be tested or improved. Prototypes help us gather user feedback early in the process. Prototyping and method techniques. There are different type of prototypes depending on the stage of development and the resources available. Let's look at a few prototyping methods. One simple approach is paper prototyping, where we create basic sketch or drawing to illustrate our idea. This is fast, low cost way to get feedback on concept. Then there are digital prototypes which can be built using tools like Figma, Sketch, or Adobe XD. These give us iterative and high fideli- fid- fidelity version of our ideas that user can engage with. Another method is 3D printing. Great testing physical products or parts. Lastly, storyboarding allow us to visualize our experience and map out the journey a user would take through a product or service. Benefits of rapid prototyping. Why do we prioritize rapid prototyping? Well, there are several key benefits. First, speed. Prototyping allows us to test and refine ideas quickly rather than spending months on a fully developed product that might fail. Next, risk reduction. This testing prototypes early, we can identify problems or gaps in the solution before committing significant resource to development. It also engages collaboration when team build prototypes together. It fosters a more open exchange of ideas. Finally, prototyping allows us to gather user feedback early in the process, ensuring the final solution meet their needs. Gathering feedback and iterating. The key to success design thinking is feedback and iteration. After we test a prototype with users, we need to analyze their responses, identify pain points, and iterate on the design. We User feedback is crucial because it helps us ensure that we are on the right track and addresses any issue that may arise. Once we gather feedback, we return to the drawing board, tweak our prototype, and retest. The process repeats until we have a solution that truly resonates with users. Apply design thinking for intuitive user experience. Ultimately, the goal of design thinking is to create intuitive and delightful user experience by focusing on empathy and iterative testing. We can design solutions that are easy to use and address real user needs and provide satisfaction. An intuitive experience doesn't just mean functionally, it's about making things feel natural for user with minimal friction and minimal and maximum enjoyment. Let's look at some real life examples that demonstrate how design thinking leads to better user experience. Real world example of design thinking. Here are some examples of companies that have successfully applied design thinking. Apple is a prime example that focuses on creating user-friendly intuitive products by empathizing with users. They consistently deliver high quality, easy to use designs. Airbnb is another great example by applying empathy and testing prototypes with real users. They continually refine their platform and provide a seamless experience for host and guest. IDEO is a global design firm, is known for pioneering design thinking. They have used this approach to design innovative products across multiple industries, from healthcare to customer goods. Key takeaways. To wrap up, design thinking is a powerful approach that helps us create meaningful solutions by focusing on user needs. By using empathy, iteration, and prototyping, we can design products and services that are not only functional but delightful to use. Remember, the process is iterative. Each cycle helps refining the solution and ensure it is better meet the user expectation. Thank you for joining. Thank you for your attention today. I hope this give you a clear understanding how design thinking can be applied to improve both product design and user experience.